Hello everyone, this is the finale of What If Naruto Had the Ninetails and the Shinigami sealed inside him, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and to like, to subscribe, to share, and check out the playlist, to see more comment down below. Now let's start the intro.
They call me a god. They call me a god. They call me a god.
Join my membership, the perks are great. It's in the description. Be sure to like and subscribe, it gives me more motivation. Naruto darted towards Virgil, growing in a low tone. Instead of using his Zanpakuto, he used his claws, which were originally his fingers. Virgil sighed and back-fisted Naruto, directing Naruto into Arturo, who also darted towards Virgil. The two then clashed blades in front of Virgil as they all looked at one another. I must say you are a strong one, both of you, but all this ends now, Arturo said as he twisted his sword around for Naruto's sword to be aimed at Virgil's face, who just tilted his head away from the blade. Arturo grabbed Naruto's head and threw him into Virgil, sending a medium-sized arrow that knocked both of them into the ruins of Las Noches. Arturo laughed as he made an energy sword and converted it to energy alone, which then slammed into where the two landed. Out of the smoke, Virgil appeared with only a few smudges of dirt on his clothes as he clotheslined Arturo into the ground. Instead of going into the ground, Arturo used Virgil's arm to swing backwards as he aimed him multiple times, then spin-kicked him to the ground. Naruto leaped into the sky. His fox skull mask was chipped a bit as he shoved his hand through Arturo's chest, then shoved his Zanpakuto into the Arrancar's face. He then pulled his sword back and threw Arturo to the ground, then sheathed his blade and shouted loudly, "We got him," Naruto said happily. "Yes. Now all we need to do is find a way out of here," Kyuubi said as she paced. "There's really no way out," the inner hollow said. "Virgil got out, we can too," Naruto stated in a determined voice. He then crossed his arms. "Virgil got out because his sword broke. His powers were taken with him, so this hybrid doesn't have any of his powers," Kyuubi added. "So if we found a way to get you out, I could take control of my body without exploding with power, but how?" "The sword," Naruto's hollow suggested. "Sword?" Naruto asked. "Oh, please tell me you didn't forget about your own Zanpakuto, the one Kyuubi was sealed in the first place." "No, I didn't, but what about it? It's simple really. Kyuubi could find a way to seal herself back into the sword, but you might need to plunge deeper into this abyss. With this body being touched by the Hogyoku, I don't know how the darkness will see your descent. You might but she can't, she's immortal. She can, when she's overpowered. Trust me, you don't want to go too deep into this darkness. So, what do you say, Kyuubi? It's over. Now all we need is for Naruto to take control of his own body," Virgil said as he got up once more, looking at where Arturo's corpse was. "You think it's over, Virgil?" "No," Naruto said. His voice wasn't distorted now, it had calmed a bit of elegance and I know what I'm doing, side tone to it. He stood there, damaged, but hardly, as he flash-stepped toward Virgil and his stomach deeply. "What the?" Virgil uttered as he stepped back and fell down. Naruto's foot then stomped on his chest. "Don't play that game with me. I know you're immortal. You wouldn't get K with that. Figured you'd turn on me. You're not the real Naruto after all." "Shut up. I'm in control. That weakling can't do anything about it." Virgil spun around, having Naruto in mid-air. He sent a hard kick to the ribs, then he flipped upwards and set his fist into Naruto's face, shoving him into the ground. He then heard Naruto mumble something as a golden rod hit Virgil, making him fly a few feet in the air. The rod then disintegrated into thousands of tiny daggers that LD Virgil and sent him flying until he was pinned into the remains of a wall in Las Noches. Naruto got up and grinned, his eyes widening as he slowly began to walk toward Virgil. "His power, is it weakening?" Jin asked. "No, he isn't using any more of it. It seems even Virgil can't stand against him. We created the perfect soldier, Jin. But what if we gave him more?" Aizen said, grinning. "More of the Hogyoku?" "Yes. I wonder how much powerful he would get if we did that." "Don't. You are given no right to use Naruto as a test subject. I can't allow this chaos to go any longer," a voice fiercely stated. "Sasuke, honestly, with your Arrancar powers stepped away from you, I didn't think you would survive that blast, and you expect to stop me?" Aizen said, turning around to face the Uchiha. Sasuke paused as the Uchiha stared at Aizen, then glanced over at Jin, who had his hand on his hilt. I know you wouldn't make such a bold statement if you didn't have something up your sleeve, so what is it you're hiding, Sasuke? This. Sasuke paused and showed Aizen the Hogyoku shard. The former captain chuckled. What do you intend to do with that? End this. I will use this shard to absorb Naruto's new bloodthirsty form, and in return transfer it to myself, but not for power but for friendship. I will not fail him. I've been a horrible friend. When Orochimaru sped my hollow mask off as I became an Arrancar, I only felt revenge and power hungry. It was like what I felt before, but now I had the power to do something about it, but now I come to the light. Enough of this talk, can I finish him, Aizen? Jin asked as he unsheathed his sword. Go ahead, either way he'll get ked. Aizen said, then turned around to watch Naruto and Virgil. Damn, this kiddo is strong, I can't move a muscle, Virgil said to himself as he tried to budge. What's wrong? You can't move, can you? Well, that's too bad, seems like this is the end of the line for you. Naruto said, laughing. Seems like I'll have to use it, on a kid, ugh. Virgil muttered. As Naruto began to him, his sword was blown away and espered into the sand. He was also blown back. The energy around Virgil was so intense that it cancelled the kiddo. Since I can't describe it, I'll just show you the picture, which I'll add on my profile also so you can enjoy it all day long. Woo. Gautif Pauto FC 433 F2136B 5248 DF14A0D9 ECCF 467F_. A new form, this is what you've been hiding from me. This is nothing, I'll you to shreds, you piece of s. Naruto shouted as the black veins on his body glowed red and the tails began to wildly sway. The ground turned to glass after the air combusted into flames from friction out of energy of the area around Naruto. At this rate Kyuubi's energy will start depleting, and she'll fade away. Virgil thought as he looked at Naruto. If this continues, I'm going to have to K him. Once that hollow touches the sword, the connection will continue. It's like a gate, if you travel deep enough you should be able to find it. Although you're out of him, he can still use your powers, but Naruto can still attempt to take over. I can make a hole through this invisible ground long enough for you to plummet down, then it's up to you. Are you ready? Naruto's hollow said as he looked at Kyuubi. Kyuubi, you're fading, Naruto said in a cautioned tone. What if she fades away before she gets to the portal? Then the legend of the nine-tailed fox will remain only in the history books, Kit, but let's not focus on the downside, okay? Kyuubi said and smiled as she looked at the inner hollow. I'm ready. Okay, good luck, Kyuubi. The inner hollow said as a hole appeared beneath her feet and she began to fall from it, going down deeper in a swimming motion. The inner hollow watched as she swam down while Naruto walked to the screen and began to see what his other self is doing. Naruto and Virgil punched each other, their fists held up fine as the glass cracked. Naruto whipped his tail at Virgil's ribs. Virgil grabbed them and pulled back, aiming to him off. Naruto screeched and then the other 8 tails sent out mini beams that aimed at Virgil. The demon dashed back, avoiding the beams and flipping backwards, running toward him, sending a barrage of high-powered punches and swift kicks, neither of them injuring him. Naruto retaliated by attempting to sweep Virgil with his feet and sending swift, accurate sword SS. Virgil dashed back from the force of the sword SS. He's draining Kyuubi of everything she's got. She has to get out of there now. I hope they know that. Naruto flipped backwards from the force of Virgil's punches. He then flash-stepped and they clashed once more. Jikanteshi, a voice said, as a red blast came from out of nowhere and engulfed the area, freezing time. Arturo stood up. His shirt was sped off, whatever was left was resting on his sash. He had been bruised but had regenerated the fatal parts. He had 2 flaming green wings sprouting from his back as he unsheathed his Zanpakuto. You two think I'm an ordinary Arrancar? You think my limits are that of an Arrancar's? You know nothing. It's better of just letting us. Arturo said as he flew towards Naruto and slashed all of his tails, channeling his immense energy to him off. He grinned, seeing as his time was limited. He then espered Naruto through the chest and then espered his sword into the ground, using some of his Ryatsu to act as glue to stick it to the ground. Time then resumed and he immediately shot a wave of green fire from his wings at the unexpected Virgil, who was hit directly and fell to the ground, his devil trigger being cancelled. What the hell, Arturo? Oh, Naruto growled as his energy increased, sending a wave of Ryatsu slamming into Arturo and breaking the glue. Lifting himself up, he looked at Arturo while taking the sword out of his chest. You can't K me with that cheap trick, Arturo. Please look at you, your whole chest is covered in blood, but I am. Arturo paused to see Naruto in front of him. Both of Naruto's hands grabbed the sides of Arturo's face as he made two seros to basically make Arturo's head explode, and it also burned his hand. Why do I feel this pain? Naruto said as he gripped his chest and stepped back. You are the one he is based off the most. With his tough hollow armor, most of the attacks didn't phase him, but it has taken a toll on you as well. You're beginning to fade, Naruto. What? More than the rest, I was worried about this. If you try to break that barrier, you'll fade, and if that hollow takes any more blows, you'll fade. No matter what, you're gonna s. I'm sorry. Naruto turned around and fell back. All he could do was stare at the screen and watch how this would all end. That will be all for this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and comment down below for more videos. Goodbye.